This is one of the sessions where two coaches are in, and you're going to hear a lot. People in your network, in your business, in your team, once they know how much you care, it makes a big difference in the world. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix. And this episode is called EA 60. The coaches are in. How much you care on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Success, Confidence, and Thrive coach. I wish to let you know that there are patterns to help you receive more, help you live a better and extraordinary life right now. I also believe that there are spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in the everyday life. So if you come with me, I will show you these patterns. Get ready. Let's go. Okay, the first thing you're going to hear is from the coach, Preston Swaggerty. And then you're going to hear from myself about really how much it matters to let people know how much you care.
Once my team really understood that I had their best interest at heart, once they understood that I really cared about them as a person, then they would run through walls for me. So it works the same way in our networking business. If people think you're in it just to make a buck, and granted, I understand we all do this to make some money to help our lifestyle, but if they think that's the only reason you're in it, you're going to figure out real quick that the people aren't going to really work hard for you. They're not going to listen to your coaching. Guys, it is going to be very important to us that as we get people on our team, we start developing relationships, we start letting them know that we genuinely care about them. And guys, once they figure out that you do care, watch what happens. Amazing things will happen in your organization, guys. Well, listen, thanks for tuning in today. And from the coach, live big or go home.
Okay. So, there you go. You heard it from him. And now you're going to hear it from me. If you're in the business world and you're showing the people on your team that all you care about is making money, how can you expect to keep and foster a team? How can you expect to keep and foster really an organization? Theodore Roosevelt, he says this, and I believe this. He says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They need to know how much they care. They need to know how much you care about each one of them as a human being. Because you see, what people need to see is that companies, small entrepreneurial companies, especially those that are banding together in industry teams, let me tell you something. They can take things by storm and be an economic disruption. But how can we do that if we don't show people that we care? That really hits me. That really matters the most to me. You know, we've covered a lot of ground. I cared enough last month to come on and talk to you about disappointment. How to overcome disappointment and what you're going through. I've done quite a few coaching sessions on YouTube. I've spoken to you guys about if you're coaching people, you really do need to show them that you care. And especially if you're mentoring someone, you need to show them that you really do care. You understand? Now, some people think in the business world that you have to pay for a mentor. No. I think it's where you pay for a coach. And you can find you a mentor. Think about it. But both of those are supposed to be caring professions in whatever industries that they're in. They're supposed to be caring professions. Supported people. Why do you think people call me who I am? As your success, confidence, and thrive coach, I'm an empath. I'll be the first one to tell you. I am a mystical empath. And I care about my audience right now. I want you to sit here with me. Let's sit here and have a beverage together. Just like we might be sitting in an office having a coaching session. And let me let you know how much I care. And when you're out there coaching people towards their success, or mentoring people toward their success, you need to show them how much you care. Because that's what matters. Caring people. Care for people. And you say, how does that work well with entrepreneurship? I think it does. That's why I've kind of gravitated towards off and on with network marketing. Because it is an industry where people do care about each other. And so I think one of the things that's important is that we've got to care about each other as to how we succeed. You understand? We have to care about those things. Why do you think I started this EA series? It wasn't just about talking about overcoming adversity. I want to let you guys know that I care about each of you, especially those of you in this series. This is dedicated to those of you who are budding entrepreneurs. And yeah, don't get me wrong, there will be some parts of this series where we will go back into the business part of this. We got a series coming up beginning tomorrow's show, which is going to be like a 9-part series that is going to be really some of the good stuff from the Enterprise in America series called Pattern Your Patterns. This is going to be interesting because we look at the different aspects of our lives. If you think about it. So, what we need to look at as people who are entrepreneurs, wanting to be leaders, wanting to be effective coaches, do we care? Do we care about other people? The people that we encounter? Do we deeply care? Sometimes it can be tough. We all go through our unique struggles. There's no doubt. And this morning I had the motivation. It's funny. This weekend, this past weekend, as I was recovering, I was gearing up. I was excited about doing this show. But for some reason this morning I woke up, no motivation. None whatsoever. And I was like, man, what in the world? So what I've had to learn to do is to tell myself, Jimmy, do you care enough about your audience out there? Do you care enough to help them succeed? Okay? Or you just some guy that just comes on every day to give them soft answers to go through adversity. You just poofing in the wind, not talking to them, giving them any direction. And so finally I got the motivation. And I did it. See, the thing is that we need to remember when we don't have that motivation, to be in the trenches with our team, and care about our team, is that sometimes momentum comes with little actions that we take every day, every moment. And we're gearing back up. We had a little wind down during the early part of this month, for which I apologize. But the thing is, we're ratcheting it back up. My efforts in ACN, I'm going to try to ratchet those back up. And number two, my podcasting life. I'm going to see what I can do about improving my podcasting life, getting it done earlier with more motivation and gusto. But I think, in a lot of ways, though, being a leader, sometimes we got to compartmentalize our wants and our little bitty wants and needs in order for the greater good of the team and building. I know what I said during episode EA 57 about this cancer of the soul. But you're building back up. You're on your way back up to where you can support your team. And that means you got enough equilibrium to prioritize the people, the associations that's important in your life. And to show the successful people that you associate with how much you care. You really do, because people don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. It doesn't matter in the networking business. Up line, down line, cross line. Can we be enough to care about people enough to make a difference while we're out there making a dollar? Can you guys hear me on this one? I love speaking my heart about this. I'll tell you something. I care about you guys and your success. It's important to me. Each of you is qualified for success. Each of you have what it takes. Do we ever have our doubts? Yes. See, that's the thing. The two cousins, doubt and fear, kick in, and that's why we need to have caring associations with successful people to show that, hey, we can do this. It's not easy stepping up to be a success. It's not easy wanting to be extraordinary. But you know what? You don't want to wish things for them to be easier. Because if they were to be totally easier, you wouldn't want it. Because sometimes when I cry out for things to be a little bit easier, I'm thinking, oh, come on, Jimmy. Give me a break. You got to be caring enough to the people in your organization that they're thinking about easy, boring. Yeah. I mean, think about it. I'm your coach. And I care enough about you to sit there and help you. Once, as an entrepreneur, whatever business it is, once your people know that you care, they'll go through walls for you. They'll climb mountains with you. They'll do whatever it takes. But sometimes you gotta care. You gotta be out there in the trenches. Stephen Covey, Dr. Stephen Covey, I love this man. He was a lifelong member of the church I'm part of, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And he says the greatest leaders are not the ones that are at the top of the org charts, thumbing their nose down. No. They're right there in the trenches saying, hey, step your foot up here. Come on out up here. Because I want to take you to the next level. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? And so, I'm going to be caring enough to give you guys over to what's known as next level thinking. Next level thinking. Because we all need that, right? Hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Please share this with Mama San, Papa San, and everyone. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless each and every single one of you. God bless you. I love you.